Hello everyone and welcome back to JavaScript lessons on Codecademy. So last time we were introduced a bit to JavaScript and it wasn't much. We just did a bit of maths and also how to output to the command line. Today I guess we will be looking at why you might want to do programming and how to actually do it and some useful tips, I guess. So far we've been writing lines of code in the editor. Now we can see two lines that start with two double forward slash. So that sign is for comments. Just like in Python you have the pound symbol, i.e. hashtag as some people might know it today. You have the two forward slashes here. A comment line is a line of text that JavaScript won't try to run as code. It's just for humans to read. So to give a description of some code, part of code which you might not understand by just looking at it, or if you give a description it's easier to understand and would take less time when somebody else looks at your code or when you come back to your code. Comments make your program easier to understand. When you look back at your code or others want to collaborate with you, they can read your comments and easily figure out what your code does, as I said. The computer will ignore the code on lines 1 and 2 since it is commented out. On line 3, find the length of the word cake. So how we can do that is put cake inside and do dot length inside of quotation marks. I just said inside, sorry. And as we can see, the length of the word cake is 4 characters because there are only 4 letters in there. So let's move on. What am I learning? This is JavaScript, a programming language. There are many languages, but JavaScript has many uses and is easy to learn. What can we use JavaScript for? We can use it to make websites, respond to user interaction, build apps and games, example blackjack, access information on the internet, example find out the top trending words on Twitter by topic if you really wanted to, organize and present data, example automate spreadsheet work, data visualization. So let's see what we need to do. We need to press save and submit code to see an example of how JavaScript can be interactive. So this is some kind of a function which accepts one parameter, and in that parameter this is an example of using JavaScript to create some interaction on a website. Click OK to continue. Okay. Oh, so it gives us a pop-up kind of thing. Okay, that's quite cool. And it prints true to the screen. Okay, I guess we will learn about what that does more in the next few lessons, hopefully, or until we finish the course. So that's quite interesting, I think, because we haven't done anything like this in the previous 2 programming languages. What we just saw was a fun example of how JavaScript can be interactive, so we need to try it ourselves. Here are some examples. We need to confirm I feel awesome, confirm I'm ready to go. These boxes can be used on websites to confirm things with users. Okay, that's quite useful. You've probably seen them pop up when you try to delete important things or leave a website with unsaved changes. Like it's done many times to me while editing and doing other stuff on YouTube. Editing videos and doing other stuff on YouTube. While your own message, write your own message that you want the user to confirm. Okay. So we need to do confirm. So it works like a function, so it needs parentheses and you need a parameter inside. We also see the semicolon at the end, just like we did in Java, and it's not like Python, it does actually have a semicolon. And the same is in C++. So let's actually just copy these out because I can't really think of anything creative right now. So only one message. I feel awesome. What happens if you do cancel? So this function returns whether the user confirmed or not. So if they clicked cancel, it prints out false. It returns false. If the user clicks OK, it returns true. So that can prove pretty useful. So it looks like you didn't create the confirm dialog correctly, or you clicked cancel instead of OK, which is what we did. Check the examples in the instructions. Okay, no, we don't need help for now. So I feel awesome. If you click OK, it returns true. So it returns true if the user agreed, false if the user clicked cancel. Okay, Good to know. So let's move on. What is programming? Programming is like writing a list of instructions to the computer so it can do cool stuff with your information. Programs can't yet make your bed, but they can do math, keep track of your bank account, or send a message to a friend. To do any of these actions, the program needs an input. You can ask for input with a prompt. So, well, they are working on robots which require programming. So if you're interested in programming or making robots, programming is useful to know. So the examples of getting a prompt is another function called prompt with parentheses, and to finish the line you have to put a semicolon. So let's see what we need to do. Use the prompt command to ask the user where they are from. Check out the examples above for how to do this. So we can ask the user where they're from, and hopefully I've spelled that correctly. For some reason I feel like I haven't, but I have. So we need to ask the user where are you from, and let's save and submit. So it pops up here. It doesn't go to the console. That's interesting. I actually like this work environment more than the Java's one. It's similar to Python's, so I just prefer it. Where are you from? Macedonia. Okay, and so prompt returns whatever the user has entered. Interesting. Data types 1 and 2, numbers and strings. I'm guessing that's 1 and 2 and not I and II. Data comes in various types. You have used 2 already. So numbers are quantities just like you're used to. You can do math with them. Strings are sequences of characters like the letters A to Z, spaces, and even numbers, and other special characters such as tab, new line, and etc. These are all strings: Brian, for, and what is your name. Strings are extremely useful as labels, names, and content for your programs. To make a number in your code, just write a number as numerals without quotes. So if you write something in quotation marks, it's a string no matter what you put in. So even if you put a number in quotation marks, it's a string. It won't treat it as a number. But if you don't put it in quotation marks, it's going to treat it as a number, and you can't do the same functions that you would be able to do with a string. To write a string, surround words with quotation marks. What is your name? For example, it has quotation marks around it. And if you don't put the quotation marks around it, JavaScript is going to be confused, or the compiler is going to be confused, and it's going to ask you, what are you actually looking for? You haven't made this variable what, or is, or your name. So what we need to do is write a string with at least 3 words. Check out the examples of strings above. So let's do that. I don't know, let's say hello, my name. Yeah, 3 words, hello, my name. Write a string with at least, okay, we've done that. So now we need to find the length of the string by writing a period or full stop and the word length like this. So we have done this before. So length counts each character and not just each letter. So let's actually count how many characters we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So without the blank spaces, you would have 11. But with the blank spaces, because length counts each character, you have 13. So let's move on. Data type 3, booleans. Nice job. Next, let's look at booleans. A boolean is either true or false. For example, comparing 2 numbers returns a true or false result. So 23 is greater than 10 is true, 5 is lesser than 4 is false. Let's compare 2 numbers to return a true result. First, write the string I'm coding like a champ. Okay, sure. I'll just copy and paste it because it's the easiest thing to do. Next, find the length of the string using .length. Okay, easy enough. Then compare the string's length to see if it is greater than 10. I guess we can just do that because this is going to be a number and this is also a number. If you want to check your code, nope, we're fine. And the length of this is going to be like 15-ish. I don't feel like counting right now, and I can't see any character display on here. So it returns true, which means that the length of this string is greater than 10. If it was exactly 10, then it would return false because 10 is not greater than 10, it's equal. So there we are, we know the main 3 types of data types for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button in the description down below, and make sure to leave a comment and tell me what you liked or disliked about this video. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to ask those in the comments down below as well. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.